Hi guys, welcome back again to the channel. Listen, before we go anywhere, I just want to say a massive thank you for all your support on the recent videos. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe down below. We're currently on 201 subscribers. We're growing by the day as always, and if you are new here as well, feel free to join the Discord with the link in the description. With that being said, let's actually get into the video. Today guys, we're actually going to be speaking about Argo blockchain and why it's been moving kind of sideways despite the growth that we have seen on Bitcoin over the last week or so as well. And if you haven't, guys, go check out my video on Argo blockchain. I actually give a full breakdown to the correlation that Argo blockchain has to Bitcoin. I'll also leave a link to that in the description, and I'll put a photo of what that looks like on screen. Guys, it's actually a really good thing to note right before we actually get into the breakdown is that sideways movement that we've seen already isn't actually a bad thing to currently be happening. The reason that it's actually not a bad thing to see happening at the minute is because loads of big stocks in the past, like Tesla, have actually done this before, but yet they've hit extremely high prices. And at least in my own opinion, I believe that what we're seeing at the minute will be of very little concern in a year's time. Bitcoin has actually been hitting all-time highs, and Argo hasn't seen a lot of growth despite this actually happening. Whereas the other two companies that I've actually done a little bit of a breakdown for, like Riot Blockchain, which I'll leave a link to in the description as well, and also put on screen for you guys to see, have seen a decent amount of growth. Obviously we see here that Riot Blockchain went to $66 a share, whereas Argo actually went down in the last month 15%. So the big question really is why is Argo Blockchain not moving upwards when Bitcoin and the other mining companies actually are moving in an upwards trend? First of all guys, I think it's really important to note that Argo blockchain is actually not on the Nasdaq, whereas Mara, as you guys can see here, is actually on the Nasdaq, and so is Riot blockchain as well. Now the question you're actually probably asking yourself is, why does being on the Nasdaq even matter? And the reason for this is quite simple. Now, a lot of people actually judge technology stocks in terms of performance, and they do this on a daily basis. And the reason they do this is because obviously that gives you a good indication to how technology stocks are performing. And the way to do that is by checking the Nasdaq. Being on the Nasdaq, guys, essentially draws a lot more focus towards the stocks. If a stock increases in price and the Nasdaq increases in price as well, then that is going to draw a lot of attention towards that stock. If a stock was to, say for example, go up 200% in one day, a lot more eyes would be drawn to that than ever before. So essentially, the higher the Nasdaq climbs, the stocks within the Nasdaq will climb with that as well. And the reason for this is actually because of a ripple effect rather. As more people watch the stock and see the stocks increase in price, more people will buy the stock. And as the stocks decrease in price, a lot more people will end up selling the stocks as well. So whatever goes up, whatever goes down, goes down. Essentially what I'm trying to get at is because Argo isn't actually on the Nasdaq, when Bitcoin climbs in price, less people will be watching the stock. It is going to therefore be less popular, which is why people are more naturally inclined to go and look at Riot Blockchain and Marathon Digital Holdings, because they are officially on the Nasdaq. When the Nasdaq goes up in price, more people buy the stocks within the Nasdaq. When the Nasdaq goes down in price, more people sell the stocks within the Nasdaq. That's basically how it works. Second of all, guys, as a result of them not being on the Nasdaq, you'll see less volume in regards to the stock, and less volume equals less popularity. So in regards to volume, it basically is a very good indicator in regards to how popular a stock is. When a stock goes up and there's a lot of volume increase in that stock, the stock's going to go up in price, and when a lot of volume is increasing that stock as well for it going down, a lot more selling action is performed as well. We can actually see this because if we look at TradingView, this here is a good indicator in regards to volume. So as you guys can see on screen at the minute, Argo blockchain over the last 10 days has had around about 6 million in volume, whereas Riot blockchain has had 25.6 million in volume, and Marathon Digital Holdings has had 21 million in regards to volume. The reason this is actually really important is because more volume equals more traction towards a stock. As a result of good news or bad news, it will result in higher or lower price changes because of the volume that's already in the stock. Effectively, guys, the point I'm trying to make is that Argo isn't as a popular stock as the other two are that I've mentioned because of two reasons which I'm going to speak about just now. Obviously, the first reason is that because they're not on the Nasdaq, there's going to be less volume towards the stock, and obviously less volume is obviously not going to result in a lot of price action in regards to the stock itself. More eyes on the stock effectively makes for more movement on the stock. And the second reason, guys, is that actually Argo blockchain can't be traded by everybody that wants to trade it because it's not actually on the Nasdaq, which is actually why loads of people who are in Argo blockchain right now are dying to see it go on the Nasdaq because they know that is going to result in a volume increase. And more volume, guys, brings from more price movement, which is why everybody wants to see it go into the Nasdaq. Come on, Peter, do it. To be honest, guys, I think there is a couple of other reasons to why the stock hasn't moved as much, like the share dilution that we've seen at the end of February / the beginning of this month. However, guys, I want to stress this point the most. Like I said, guys, right at the very start of the video, a year's time from now, this is going to be absolutely nothing to be worried about at all. At least that is what I believe. When we finally see Bitcoin hit 100k a coin or 120 to 140k a coin, and when Argo is finally on the Nasdaq, and when Argo finally has their Texas site up and running, that there is when we'll see some serious price movement and make last year and this year's price movement look like absolutely nothing compared to what is going to come. At least that is what I believe potentially could happen. Bear in mind, guys, this is the biggest point of them all. Argo blockchain is going to continue to get bigger as a company and continue to increase their output in regards to the Bitcoin that they mine. And this is obviously going to make them more valuable. If you're invested into Argo like I am, then understand my mindset on it is really simple. A year's time from now, guys, Argo will be in a completely different place to where it is right now. And the only problem we'll have then is that we didn't buy more. Sound fair enough? Anyway, guys, that is actually going to be it for this video. Thank you for all your support on the channel. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe down below. I want to see what that big 300 looks like underneath where the subscribe button is. So yeah, guys, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Smash the like button. Let's see if we can get 10 likes on this video. And I will see you guys in the next one.